Serving as the 70th president of Washington Hebrew Congregation, I am here in part by an accident of fate that Hank Levine might say is destiny. My great-great-great-grandfather, Solomon Pribram, co-founded Washington Hebrew in 1852 and served as its first president. So following him, I am the 6th generation, my children are the 7th generation, and our grandchildren are the 8th. This makes especially meaningful that I am taking the baton in this virtual relay. As such, I have 3 responsibilities: to accept the baton and to maintain the pace and ideally gain momentum and advance. And finally, in 2 years, to hand it off, once again passing the baton of this valued line of succession with grace and hopefully without scaring the hell out of them, as I place the baton in Melissa Schwartz's capable hands. This is a team effort, and in a 172-year history, we pray there will be no finish line. Let me ask for a moment of reflection. On October 7th, Israel was savagely attacked. Hostages remain in captivity. The aftermath has affected us all, and every day increases our need to gather, to lead, and to learn. Last Wednesday, we studied the future of Judaism in America in this room and the devastating growth in global anti-Semitism. The panel and audience were exceptional. The extraordinary gathering revealed how much there is to do together. Paraphrasing President Kennedy in Berlin, tonight, we are all Israeli hostages. While we may have different views about the strategies of the war, we are united and steadfast in our Judaism. This congregation, our community, offers fellowship and comfort in tumultuous times. It is this idea of ensuring a safe place to be Jewish, to which I commit my energy and guidance for the next 2 years. In our safe place, we must educate our children. We must help our young professionals know their community and values. And we must continue our long tradition of leading our community and indeed our country with Jewish values and thought. We must build a culture of philanthropy to ensure we have a strong foundation for our community. Well, there's another reason I'm an unlikely president. I'm not a lawyer. My professional life is focused on entrepreneurship, building businesses. I like envisioning and creating roadmaps. A hockey legend, Wayne Gretzky, said, "Skate to where the puck is going to be, not to where it's been." In the 1980s, I helped create an online banking business before there was an internet. That led to an online photography business in the 1990s, followed by roles as a business strategist and investor. Then for the last 15 years, I've enjoyed building a renewable energy business. In the non-for-profit world as well, I've played a role helping organizations through growth and change at Cornell University, the Aspen Institute, the Washington National Opera, and the Shenandoah National Park, among others. The throughput in my career is to build enterprises for the future, often at a time of industry transition, taking advantage of new technology, policy, and financial opportunities, and doing so in a sustainable way. All of this applies to Washington Hebrew. Our future begins now. We need to build and ensure in a sustainable way that this synagogue rests on a strong foundation so that its future is bright. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, of blessed memory, advised that leadership begins with accepting responsibility. Sachs said, "At the heart of Judaism are 3 beliefs about leadership. We are free, we are responsible, and together we can change the world." I want to express my love and thanks to Lou Weiner. Zach, your dad was a mensch and a great leader. Elisa, he was the very model of caring and focus. Maimonides said there are 8 levels of charity. The highest is when you strengthen a man's hand until he no longer needs to be dependent upon another. Lou was a Maimonides acolyte. A man of passion, Lou led us through changes in leadership. Lou passed the Washington Hebrew baton, strong and vibrant. Together, we thank him for his extraordinary service and leadership. He is missed, and yes, he is mourned. Mark, thank you for your leadership and decades of friendship. Our personal collaboration through Lou's presidency and illness, and your exceptional words tonight, your leadership and nominations mean so much to me. Thank you to the clergy and staff and board for embracing and advancing our mission. My family and I have collaborated with Senior Rabbi Shankman and Senior Cantor Bortnick since they first arrived at Washington Hebrew 23 years ago. We go back even further, as Rabbi Shankman's grandfather married my sister Wendy's and my parents in 1956 in New York City. Rabbi Miller and I established a very close relationship in his first years at Washington Hebrew 13 years ago. And because I assisted in the selection of Rabbi Schmelkin and Fischel and Cantor Hamstra, I have a deep respect and admiration for our entire team. I also cherish my enduring relationship with former Senior Rabbi Bruce Lustig and former Senior Cantor Misha Manovich. Executive Director Lindsay Feldman and I have collaborated since her earliest days as our Communications Director, then as assistant to Steve Jacober, and now as Executive Director. And I want to recognize an equally satisfying role with all of her senior staff. And as you just saw on the stage, what a board we have on the Bema. I look forward to work closely with each of you. The incoming Executive Committee has enthusiasm, which is infectious. And Melissa Schwartz, First Vice President, as my partner, demonstrates, if you haven't met her, outstanding judgment, experience, and unmatched grace in every interaction. Team, let's get started. Our future begins now. You heard that in the invitation. Let's please work to implement 4 strategic goals to ensure we serve our members and fulfill our mission. First, Washington Hebrew must be a safe place to be Jewish, by which I mean physically, you heard something about that, but also to express and explore values, and safe to join in community. It has perhaps never been more important for Washington Hebrew to provide a safe and secure community for Jewish Washingtonians. A synagogue offers a place for prayer, community, and learning. Since World War II, American Jews have seen little distinction between their American, Jewish, and Zionist identities. After October 7th, each of these topics became up for discussion and reflection. We must build on the takeaways of the discussion last Wednesday night about the future of American Judaism to help each of us understand and form our personal approach to American Judaism today. Second, we must steward our next generation. Young people are our future. We need excellence in schools, programs for college students, for young professionals, and for members who are starting families. Let's ensure the needs of this vital community are met with creativity and with excellence. Education is the cornerstone of our future. Let's offer an excellent ECC, religious school, and programs. Third, we must lead the community of Jewish values and thought. Challenging times require bold thought. Washington Hebrew has led Washington Jewish community through war and peace, prosperity and depression, scientific and social discovery. Today's discussions require Jewish values and frameworks to help leaders communicate and formulate ideas. We have a valued seat at the table and must continue to serve the community through leadership. 1,500 people on Wednesday experienced a discussion on the future of Judaism at the very highest quality right here in this room. And over much of the past year, hundreds gathered every Monday night here at Macomb for education and intellectual engagement. These are hallmarks of the work and advancement offered by your synagogue. Finally, we must build our culture of philanthropy. Today, the Washington Hebrew community is defining what a culture of philanthropy means. We demonstrate this not only in our consistent support of our congregation, but in the many acts of generosity each of you undertake in your support of so many valued institutions in our community, in our country, and throughout the world. Through the traditional Jewish understanding of tikkun olam and the obligation of tzedakah, we create a superpower of generosity as we undertake a bold investment of ideas and institutions that improve our lives, our families, our community, our society, as we help heal the world. This culture of philanthropy expresses our commitment to engage in meaningful dialogue with each other and across communities about our personal, family, and societal values. The synagogue is a modern construct, set to serve as a temporary alternative until our temple in Jerusalem is rebuilt. Beyond a place to pray and worship, a synagogue, our Washington Hebrew congregation, is home to communal exchange and engagement. It is the best of our faith in that it is the home to our tenets: study, prayer, community, and loving acts of kindness. I promise to serve in the best of our community, and as Mark and Lou and Nell and David and Meg and Sherry and Peter and Lauren, presidents with whom I have directly worked, and Hank and all prior presidents have taught, just as importantly, to learn through community engagement as we shape the future of Washington Hebrew congregation. In these tumultuous times for Jews in Israel, in America, and worldwide, our congregational community is a refuge, a home, and a laboratory for exploring how to meet challenges, to help ensure a more fulfilling community and a more just and accepting world, and more positive selves. As for tonight, thank you to Dan and Jamie and Lori and Lindsay and Ira and Margaret, who made tonight such a special occasion. Wowie wow. And thank you to my family. We're all here if you haven't met them. Thanks for being here tonight. You are my anchor, you are my love, you are my passion, you're my North Star. Each of you bring daily joy. Christy, you are my love and life partner of 45 years. Let me end by thanking everyone here for putting your confidence in me as president. I humbly accept the baton you gave me just now. From my heart, I accept this responsibility and for this honor to lead side by side in this sacred partnership with this team. I believe that the lessons of our individual and our collective ancestors, whose courage, generosity, inspiration, and can-do spirit defined them and imbued us with foundational values that this exceptional congregation, and it will guide us as we move forward from strength to strength. Our future is now. Please join me in a celebratory oneg outside. Thank you.